Well, TJ, in your position, you give it and you cop it, and you usually cop it pretty well. But there are times where you can sook it up. And there was a period about 12 months ago where you had a diva moment about being overlooked for a prestigious...
Sorry?
You may have been bypassed on a Brownlow medal invitation.
Well, yes. Actually, I'm glad you raised that because if the AFL's watching, you can get stuck. It's a crap night. No, but...
How many years have you been invited in a row?
32, 33.
So have you done something?
Just promote the game in a good light.
So you were snubbed last year, and the AFL tired of your sooking it up about it. So the game's head honcho in the final days of his very long farewell lap, he's got himself involved and he's just circumvented that. They were sick of it internally. We don't want to go through this again. We're going to nip it in the bud.
The other thing I want to square up while we're talking about Brownlows, there was a muck up at our end, quite publicly known that your ticket got lost in the mail, TJ. I want to make sure that your invitation is verbally put to you as well as you'll receive on email or mail or whatever it is to the Brownlow. We need you there.
No, it's very kind, Gil. I'm burning up with embarrassment here at the moment, but that sort of did grow legs where it didn't need to grow legs. But I will
Tony,
say...
please come.
I'll think about it, Gil. OK, yeah, I'm there. That was Gil McLaughlin, but good on him.
Yeah.
I suspect Jay Allen might have had something to do with that as well.
He might have, actually. He might have.
He was. But anyway, no, Gil certainly full of fire in his farewell lap.
So it's a good night now. You take that back?
Well, look, it always was a good night. It was tongue-in-cheek.
I saw you there last year anyway. You still went after all that.
I did. Yeah, my wife and I went and we sat with Mark Robinson. It was great company. Thank you, Damon.
It was a funny start to caught my eye, that one.
Sorry?
It was a funny
It's
start.
not a great night, is it, Tanner? Did you ever get many Brownlow votes for Tigers?
Not as many as you.
All right, go and get us laughing.
All right, let's move along now because now I haven't sort of gone back to this well for a while, OK? Because I don't want people to think that there's ill feeling between myself and this bloke. But
oh no.
What?
You're not going where I think you're going to go, are you?
Yeah.
What did Channel 7?
SEN. And all I would say is to this particular chap that when you're doing an interview, and it's hard when you're doing talkback radio, when you're doing an interview, it pays to do your research. And Timmy, I'm talking about you.
Oh, no.
I mentioned to Gary that your dad was from the UK. He wanted to know which part of the UK because he's a man of 1,000 voices. He's got a northern English accent that he can put on. He's got a London accent. He's got a southern. So where's the old man from? Where's the family from?
No, he's actually from Turkey, so not too sure where you got that mail from.
I tend to think Tim knew that, but for the sake of the show and for the excuse me, and for the sake of a laugh, I think Tim put himself to the sword there. Of course, he is in good company. We only need to think back to Dermot Brereton on the same station.
Can I ask you, when you're off-season, when you go home, what we hear about when you guys go home, you say it's a place you want to be and it's, you know, you never really want to get too far away from true home. How difficult is it to stay away from home, but here being, you know, away, for protracted periods of time, 10 months or so? Is there always a pull back to up north?
Well, I'm lucky, I'm from Lara.
We love you, Derm.
I'll tell you what caught my eye, boys. So we're having a read about this over the weekend. Ricky Ponting was showered with grapes by the rowdy England fans, and it took me back to a time where, Nathan, you might be able to explain more about this. An incident involving yourself, if we've got the graphic here or
getting
the clip.
Things thrown at you all day. It's not like the cricket where you can stop the game and ask people to be removed. You can't jump the fence and do anything yourself.
Did someone throw something at you during the match?
Yeah, I was getting a lot of things thrown at me, and it was just an act of frustration or a bit of passion and emotion in the game. I regret that action, but that's probably something I have to look at, but it was just a part of the game for me.
What kind of things were thrown at you, mate?
I think they were cool fruits, Billy.
Oh, yeah, them?
They hit from 20 yards.
Just pick them up and eat them, mate. They're all right.
How high was your voice and how skinny was Billy?
And how different was your forehead?
And Browny,
looks the same.
And Browny, can I put it to you? You made that story up. You look down the camera and say you made that story up.
The North Melbourne cheer squad were throwing cool fruits at me.
No, they weren't.
Yes, they were, Damien.
Cool fruits?
Well, I'm surrounded by pie eaters, and we know that. So let's have a look at some of our own absolute pie eaters.
Damien Barrett has just broken the world record for the amount of party pies someone can eat. Now, Damo,
I knew I should have done that.
Oh, quite good by you. Can we get that camera off me, please? I'm trying to eat a pie.
Can we get that camera off? Well, one man who just embraced the camera when he was eating a pie is the one and only Matt Hill. Let's have a listen to him. This is mid-game. This is mid-game pie eating. And he drops a bit on the lap, he picks it up. Poor old Coxie there, PSN, he's doing all the heavy lifting while Matt Hill is just smashing a pie. So he's been watching us. This is mid-game, the microphone is there.
I saw Matty Hill the other day and I said we weren't going to run that, and now you've ran it.
Well, I just thought, fair game, the cameras are
World's
on.
best race caller too, Matty Hill.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
I would say one of the world's best callers, whatever he does.
And a good fella too. You and medication doesn't really go that well. We saw many years ago where you thought that he was Stewie Jew and Stevie J and you blamed the medication, you had your teeth. But you've got to be very careful who you tell what medication you're taking because it can end up on a podcast.
Oh, no.
Tony Jones just got back from overseas. He's been suffering really badly from jet lag. He doesn't take sleeping pills and he'd never taken melatonin.
Oh.
Tony took 5. He took 5. He was asked to fill in for Neil Mitchell the other day and...
Why did he take 5?
He took 5. I said, why did you take 5? He said, well, I thought that was the instruction I read on the packet. He walked into makeup on Monday like an absolute zombie.
Caro?
Hello, zombie.
Caro?
No, you told me off for sharing make-up conversations.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
you need
I'm
to
going
do
to
the
start
same.
going through some of Caro's conversations.
But I
in the
figured
makeup.
out what you needed the melatonin for because some photos have surfaced from London. These are at
No, get those
4:33
off.
a.m.
Get them off.
And
What
then
time?
This
Get
is
them off.
8
What
a.m.
time?
in a convenience
Hang
store.
on.
These are 5:14 a.m. is
kidding.
timestamp there. So that
Where's
is
his
late.
shoes?
And where's your shoes, Tony? Where is your shoe?
Is it a hole in the sock too, in the right foot?
Probably.
No wonder you need the melatonin.
Well, hang on. That was the last night of a very long 2 weeks at Wimbledon.
And you went all the way through.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, don't worry about my melatonin. Between my melatonin and your Botox, I think we're keeping the chemical industry afloat.
5.
Sorry?
5 melatonin.
You zombie.
It wasn't great.